Go when you want. I'm ready.
It should be firing up.
We are live. Beyond Flat Earth.
Hello, everyone. How's it going, Ronnie?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
It's great.
Gorgeous day. Gorgeous day. It's a little warm, but I got the deck sort of set up today, trying out a new workstation. I got a fan going, and hopefully this works. I'm doing a stand-up desk now, and I'm up and dancing. I'm gonna stay on my toes.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. Going to be a new concept for me. I haven't ever worked at a stand-up desk, but that's in the future.
Me neither, but I've heard good things about them. I know, like, tech industry people, a lot of the workspaces, you know, they're standing up or they're bouncing on balls or got their little kneely chairs or something. And I don't know. I'm gearing up to really dig in and spend some hard time here, battling for the truth.
Yeah, that's the way we do it. What up to the one they call Disc Part Reality, #1 in the chat, and we got Flat Earth Photography in the chat. Did you extend invitations to them today?
I did to Mike, Flat Earth Photography. He talked about coming on. You want to?
And hey, David, let's get a time check. I'm counting now. You want me to invite him?
Yeah, let's bring them both on. If they want.
Okay. Oh, who do you mean both by? I don't know if Disc Part's gonna.
Oh, I thought you said. I'm sorry. I was thinking that you were talking about David of Enslaved by Media.
No, he's not around.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. Flat Earth Photography.
I need to get the chat up here.
You need to hit that more button, triple dots below. And then hit, you see down there? You're going to have to do it. I don't have them in my, it's the 3 dots where it says more.
Oh, yeah.
And then invite, and then by contacts.
Got it.
About a 30-40 second delay again. What's up, List Dexic? You know you're preying on my dyslexic tendencies. Every time I read your name, it's hilarious.
So you told me that you got a video
uploading.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have Flat Earth Photography. Yeah, we're going to do a live publish. You have to click on attendees, and then you have to promote to panelist. We're going to do a live to air publish tonight, ladies and gentlemen. First of its kind. Here, I think I can... I'll take back controls here.
Yeah, just a second.
Want me to reclaim host?
Yeah,
hit
please.
Attendees. Okay. So how you doing? Yeah, it's hot. It was hot up here as well. Sure was, brother. And we're joined by the one they call Flat Earth Photography. How's it going, brother?
Hello.
You're live.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Doing well.
Oh, amazing. Very good.
YouTube was not responding for me.
Online. Oh, really? Okay.
That's right. Fought through it.
Yeah, it got shut down this week, right?
Yeah. Did you notice that, Mike, when it was shut down?
No. What happened?
Hey, YouTube was, I don't know, it was like 500 server error, like the little monkey with the wrench character.
Was dispatched.
Oh, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, these things happen, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ronnie, were you wanting to show that video? What?
Sure, not until it's live. We're gonna have to get through most of the show.
Oh, okay.
When it's ready to publish. I'm really looking forward. I know a few of my loyal subscribers already witnessed the video today, but I did a bunch of changes. And Flat Earth Mike, Flat Earth Photography, do you know who Shill Stoppers is?
I didn't know until you showed the video, so no, I actually don't watch these these shills at all. But thank you.
Well, yeah, we got to point them out like whack-a-mole, right? Especially the ones that say they're Christians that are actually Satanists. Those are the ones we just can't let go by.
Yeah, no. Need to be stopped.
There's a lot of them. Stomped means stomped. Stomped. Not stopped, stomped.
Okay, crashed.
So, now that we've got you live, I have to say, me and Jason, we've been talking a lot about the video that you debunked Dearth's time-lapse shrinking sun footage.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us how it was that you figured out that you'd like to share that with people. Like, what came to mind? What was inspiring you to do that video?
I don't know. I haven't. I have stopped. When you become a creator, you cannot have less time to watch other channels. But I know that these Shills, Journeys, and Dirt, and so on, the crew, they always like to skew the truth, and they make the flat earth look stupid by senseless proofs, So
Why?
I was from my balcony. I had my phone set up for a couple of days during June, I think, and I was just looking at the sunset as much as I could see, and I was seeing that the brightness was playing a big role in the size of the sun. And so, then I noticed the flicker effect as well. So, we have heard, all of us, that the sun is getting smaller as it departs. But from my sunrises, I realized that the sun doesn't change any size at all. It's just the same size since it comes up. So then I went to sunset, and at the same time, I had the camera making a time lapse from my phone on the balcony from my apartment. But also I was making a video of the sunset with the P900, at pretty much the same optical zoom. And I realized, hello, it hasn't changed size. So then I was checking all my footage of the time lapse, and I realized quickly, okay, hello, it really doesn't change size, just like on the sunrises, Same for the sunsets. It's just the same size all the time. And the only thing that is changing is actually the exposure of the camera automatically, and that is causing the flicker effect. So, just these things just sometimes just dawn on you, and you just realize that's it, game over.
Well, I had thought that it was just like CGI that David of Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole was using, but what you pointed out in your video is that it wasn't necessarily CGI, but it was time lapse being passed off, like explained as shrinking sun.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, that's what it is. It's nothing else. I don't think it's CGI. Some of them they look like CGI, but some don't.
Right.
But there's only so many of these videos online. Why is there only so many? there should be plenty, So,
well, yeah, you would think that everybody, every single time that they filmed it, would see that.
Exactly. You should be able to see it from anywhere on Earth, because I'm sure I'm not the only one, making time lapses of the sunset. Like, everyone wants to see it. Who has a camera? Everyone has a camera with a HD camera with lens on a phone. So everyone would like to see it probably once or twice. But it just doesn't get smaller, you know. It's just the automatic exposure of the camera.
Well, for me, I remember when, you know, a year and a half ago when I was really getting into like, is it really flat? I was trying to prove it to myself. I went out and got a solar filter, a piece of welder's glass, and I zoomed in on the sun, and I actually, you know, filmed it setting, and I realized that without the brightness and the glare, you know, at no point throughout my however many hour day does the sun even change the tiniest of fractions. And what this does is it totally disproves any atmoplane, atmosphere, any disturbances. Everything that we see renders clear and measurable to our eyes and our cameras, right? So if we did have atmosphere or atmoplane, you know, the stars, the sun, the moon, everything as it went throughout its course, they would be constantly morphing and shifting. But what you really attacked in your video that I just thought was amazing was you showed how you could film a time lapse from a distance, and then you could also zoom in with a stronger camera and magnify the sun's position. And you really did a brilliant job of exposing how Dearth was faking the sizes of the sun. It was brilliant.
Yes, you know, he has the camera for I don't know how long, but we only see his videos from his kitchen table. I don't know what's about that, but
and his Christmas lights and his what was it, ketchup and mustard bottles. No, he what I believe is he's flying around the world and he's using his camera, and they're uploading videos on other channels, and most of them have been doctored.
Yeah.
What's your take on it, Jason?
Yeah, that's what we've been seeing, is that that deep inside the rabbit hole might be behind a lot of this garbage, fake CGI, or passed off for something that it's not type evidence.
Can a goo poo?
Mm-hmm.
The sunset from 300,000 miles away. Subscribe, liarism at yahoo.com. Sorry, guys. Jason, did you want to share a bit of that video? Because I'm uploading, I don't have the data rate, the bandwidth. If you wanted to share some of the videos so that the viewers could have a look. Hey, what's up, Enslaved by Media? David, and we got everyone can see live here, all the people in the chat. What's up? We have a Heather Harper, a new chat to the channel. What's up, Heather? Welcome to Beyond Flat Earth.
So I'm going to have to take over the screen share here.
We'll get the chat back up there soon enough, everybody. It's a great video. I even like the music. I used a bit of the music too in some of my videos. That it's just stock bot.
Yeah, and I also use some of David's music, you know, just to make it more dramatic, because he just likes to catch people with his music skills, you know.
You can buy it. It's on soundeffects.com.
Yeah.
They're like $17 a clip. Yeah, all of them. Everything that David uses is bought, including his views and his subscribers, and his friends and his family, and his wakeboard.
You want me to fire? This is the one that you want me to play, right?
Is this a fake Eric Dubay or the real Eric Dubay? I don't think it's the real Eric Dubay. I'm going to block you because we don't allow trolls. Sorry, go ahead.
This is what you want me to play, right?
Correct. As far as I can see, your screen is huge on mine. I don't know what's going on. No, not. Is this David's video? Mike's video? Whoa, pause. I wanted you to play my Flat Earth Photography's video.
Okay.
That's part one, and I don't think you shared the sound.
Oh boy.
That's okay. Welcome to Simulation Realization Nation. And we're just carpenters, right? what do you do for trade? What's your slave job, Mike?
Yes, my slave job is I work. I actually haven't been to work for some time because I had some issues with my back for some time. So, but I'm in customer support, multilingual kind of also back office. So, you know, staying away
Shalom.
from the phone calls and customers.
Yeah, I'm having issues with my. I'm gonna make you the host, Jason, and I'll probably jump out and come back in and what.
Yeah, nothing is working right on here.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
guess
me?
Shill Stotters is probably a little bit butthurt. His Masonic mirror has been broken.
All right, so what video am I playing here?
The debunk of David Weiss. What would the title be again? Sun size?
Sun does not shrink in size ever. Busted,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Make sure you share sound. You're the host. I'll be back.
Was that Mike?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. Yeah, if there's you can just talk over and add anything you want as it goes along too. First time I watched this, like, what's going on? What's going on? And like, as it progressed, I started to understand more and more, and then we kicked it into the obvious evidence. That's a crazy one.
Single cloud in the sky, actually.
And you can just kind of skip to this part if you want, but at the end I think I show.
And I hope you are loving the background noise of the
so
cars as well.
Where do you think?
I think it's somewhere at the end, actually.
Oh, you know what I really enjoyed in this.
Also recording a time lapse from
is
my,
the setup
house,
of this. So right around here, you got the power lines like this, and there was
the brightness. You mean yes?
The brightness. So there was the set of power lines that it obscured them, and then there is the set that they stand out like this, and you know. That Wide Awake guy made a video using the power lines trying to like make us look like idiots.
Yeah.
And in this video right here, when you see both of them, it just throws it right back on them, and it
Clearly
shows.
see that, you know.
I was
just
like,
wide
yes.
asleep. That's all, you know.
Like,
So
this
obvious,
is
you know.
Payback.
It's
So
funny that some people have the camera, but they lack the observation, you know. So.
Well, you know, my personal take on it is it has nothing to do with lack of observation. I think they're on Team Satan, and that they're liars and deceivers out to, you know, hide the truth from people.
Yeah.
So it's the way I see it.
Clearly see just the brightness of the sun here, you know. It's so obvious.
Yeah, I like the way you're doing the music, like Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole would do too.
Exactly, yes. That's what my aim.
Make it all super dramatic. Except what I like of you did it and you told the truth, and he does it to set the lie.
Yeah. They use these lies because it's easily debunkable, you know, and then it looks like we are stupid, you know, the pattern is stupid, it doesn't work, and so on. But if you see here, you see the entire sun, it is not shrinking at all. It's just falling behind the horizon. That's it. It's just like the sunsets, the same size suns. These, you know, appears, just shows up. That's all. Doesn't shrink, you know.
Well, I mean, look at you and I. We're sitting here talking about this because we both film with the P900, and I know there's other channels out there, Skeptic, Enslaved by Media. We're out there filming these things, and we know what it looks like. And so I guess when you're doing the time lapse, you're just, you know, you recognized it because it looks like the time lapse that you filmed.
Exactly, yes. People who use the camera, they will realize it quickly what is happening.
Yeah. I'm just like flabbergasted. We're talking about the truth about our reality, and nobody's got $500 to buy the camera.
I don't know.
I mean, how much does cable TV cost?
I can't tell you because I haven't been paying for it for years. So.
But for all the people that are paying for cable TV that are being brainwashed and deceived, you know, why don't you cut the cord, save up enough money, buy the camera, and then all of a sudden realize that you're in a simulation.
I know.
Have you come to the point where you can say we're in a simulation, or are you like 80-20, 90-10, 100%? Where do you stand on this being a simulation?
I will say I'm 100% because 99.9 you can just turn it around and it's a number we don't want to mention, you know. So yes, no, it's 100%. It's just the closeness of things and the clouds, how they are hiding the sun and the crepuscular rays.
Yeah, another video that you did that is massively not watched, like not given the attention that it deserves, is the Zoom one.
Oh yes, the one on the beach. Yes.
Which it's the one that
it's called Zoom Host Exposed, I think.
Yeah, Zoom Host.
It's one of the latest videos probably because it's not edited at all. So in the other video, just to not to keep it dead, I was actually, first when I bought the P900, and this was confirmed to me by many people. You go down to the beach and you want to see the boats disappearing over the curvature, and you're zooming on and bringing them back into view. Well, the first time I was zooming in on a ship, I realized, hold on, I can actually see it, with my eyes.
Hi guys, this is one of the...
But it didn't click at that time in my head, because I was conditioned by the mainstream flat earthers that you can actually bring the ship back with the zoom once it's invisible, once it gets so small that you can just zoom in and it's going to be back.
Yeah.
But this is not true, actually. And that took me a long time to realize.
Yeah, I was totally for that whole zooming in on the boat and all that. But I have filmed a lot with the camera, and you said something about it, and it was just like it was a trigger instantly. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Well, I had a debate with a guy named Rex. He was a flat Earth, homosexual, globalist, photographer. Specialist.
All right.
I don't know if you ever met or heard of the atheist Rex character. He was a character, and we got into an argument where he wanted me to prove that you could zoom objects back into focus. So, of course, I do admit when I'm wrong. I found footage of what looked like boats being over the horizon, but really it's just they're being magnified into a better position for us to view. Correct? Is that what we're at here?
Yeah, you just magnify it. You cannot extend the view, from the location where you stand.
Mm-hmm.
You are limited by, by laws of the atmospheric conditions, and so on, but also by altitude. And also another thing, when we are at it, actually, I have recorded something that I will be sharing as soon as I'm able to. I was able to zoom in from Ireland to the island of United Kingdom, which is over 100 kilometers, and there's a few hundred meters of missing curvature. And I didn't even believe myself that I would be able to zoom so far, because it's about 70 plus miles,
Mm-hmm.
But the only reason we actually are unable to see things over long distances, over the sea, over the ocean, is the swells and the waves. Because at that distance, even a small angle, and, in the distance, there can be waves just maybe 1, 2, 3 meters high, but they are enough to hide objects that are a few hundred meters even tall, And people don't realize that as well. And also we are limited by the distance we can zoom or we can see. So
yeah, so I don't know. I've been trying to think of ways to like get people to picture this and understand what I'm seeing. And you said you're 100% that this is a simulation. Ronnie's 100% this is a simulation. So I'm going to take a stab at describing what I see when I'm filming and looking around. And if there's any place that, you disagree, please let me know. Or if there's any details that you can add to it that would make it better, that'd be fantastic. But
sure.
It appears that our horizon around us, when we're standing on flat ground, and it's like flat to the horizon, no trees or anything in the way, fields or something, that where the sky and the land meet is roughly about 3 miles. And so with all the filming that I'm doing, and you're explaining that we can't zoom something that's farther away back into view. What we can do is we can zoom in on something that's there and magnify it and make it look bigger. It almost appears that like there's this planetarium dome circle of sight that our eyeballs see in a radius all the way around us, that it's like a screen 3 miles out or so. and that everything in that first 3 miles is rendered to us like it's on the map. But then after the 3 miles, it's like rendered on the screen, like if it was just all LCD screens all the way around us, completely encompassing and doming us, and that the rise of the sun, the set of the sun, that whole path is going against that screen. The stars, their rise, their path over, their set, the moon, its rise, its path over, its set, all seems to be like it's being rendered on a screen about 3 miles away from us. But then it has, based on its size and the angles that everything are laid together, it gives the appearance of having a much deeper depth of field. So I'm suggesting that like the mountains that are like 70 miles away are just like this little picture on the screen, and then that's what you're using your P900 to zoom in on. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, and also what you could say, actually, the further things are, the more pixelated they get as well.
Mm-hmm. They blur out.
It's like in a simulation, really, because you cannot, you can only get so far with your side as well, and with things, how you can see them and the detail. Because, for example, when I zoom in on the sun or the moon, I see clear detail, very clear. But yet, when I zoom in on a building or on a street or on a forest that is more than 3 miles away, the quality is so bad that even on a clear day, doesn't matter if the day is clear or not, there should be a lot of atmosphere. But if I zoom in on the moon and it's a cloudy, hazy day, I still see clear picture, So it must be way closer, or at least it's rendered to us way closer. And I tell you another example. For example, when I film the moon or the sun and I use manual focus to have a sharp image, and when I compare it to the distance, when I'm zooming on planes that are, in a distance over the horizon, the planes are further away. That means the zoom, the focus on my scale is much, much further than the sun,
It is.
So that tells me that the plane is further than the sun, actually, which anyone who has a zoom camera can check, I'm not saying any secrets here.
All right. Well, so that throws a little bit of a wrench in like the analogy that I was coming up with, because then it does seem like, if it was just a screen on the back, then we wouldn't have different depths of focus. So it's not quite the right analogy, but trying to tune in on it.
It is kind of like, we had, there was these theaters for children that they couldn't build from paper, and you could fold it up, and you would have some, let's say, grass in a foreground, then some people or animals in the background, some houses, and in the background, some mountains. You can fold it. It's the same, because everything is placed at a scale, also size-wise and also distance-wise. So it all has probably some laws, how all is, appearing to us. But this we haven't figured out yet. But it is as you say, it's like a screen, and the level of detail will diminish with distance, obviously.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's the problem. Q, all three of us were flat earth photographers, and working together, talking to each other. We did a hangout, the three of us. And he keeps on saying multiple suns. And I'm like, yeah, every person has their own rendered to them. And he won't jump on board with simulation. He says multiple suns, but do you think there's any possibility that there's, that many suns going around the AE map?
Okay, that's two questions, actually. So let's take let's take the more difficult one, which is the multiple suns. Okay. Well, multiple suns. Whether you have multiple suns or not, theoretically now speaking, it's a simulation anyway, because you couldn't otherwise place 2 or more suns beside each other and not have it simulated. You see what I mean? If I'm making sense, you know. So as you say, every one of us from a different location sees a different sun. Yes, the sun can have different speeds and obviously real. It also depends on your altitude, you know, and your latitude and longitude.
Yeah.
But we all see one sun only. You know, there are some fake videos floating on the internet where someone is seeing 2 suns and calling on Nibiru or, you know, crap like that. But that's not true. The only way you get 2 suns is when you have another filter on top of the lens, you know, or a glass. And that's how we get the double sun effect, you know.
Yeah.
It's what it is. You only see ever one sun. So
everybody,
you know,
and it's over us. Like I was out in the river today, and I was just cooling off in the river, and sun was right up. I had like the crepuscular rays, a lot like your avatar art on your channel, and it's right up above me, and I'm in Austin, 30 degrees north, and I bet you it was above you today too.
For me, at the moment, it's a little bit in a different location. A few months, I think a month ago, it was more above. But that also depends, you know, wherever you are on the earth. But so let's now go to second question, the A map. I don't know where to start. I mean, it is not physically possible, you know, for the A map to work. You would need southern rotation, you know, of the stars to be thought first of all, which we know it's it's a real thing.
Yeah, we've all seen Kofo's footage and other people, and it is a real thing. Just point south.
Yes, and I was a few months ago. I was nearly at the equator, a little bit north of it. Can't tell you now. I was in the Canary Islands, and I was filming the sky. And for example, the stars, they will be higher. You know, they will be following the equator. So if you are north or south, the stars will be lower. The ones that are on the equator line, and the ones that are, if you are in the equator, they will be above you always. You know, pretty much.
Yeah, it rotates just like right over your head from east to west.
Yes. So those all don't make any sense on the E map. You know, there's so many things wrong with the map. It just doesn't work. You know.
Did you see Jaren's excuse for it? He gave everybody an Amazon link to a half dome magnifying glass, and he was moving this magnifying glass.
Oh yes, I've seen that. I mean, wow.
Yeah, buy this off of my Amazon link and do this, and then I just suckered you more. And he hates people.
How can someone in their right mind to believe that? I mean, how can you prove this with just a magnifying glass and you rotate it on a screen? Like, hello, you need to, you know, we have proofs of people actually being out there and filming the stars. We don't need to buy a magnifying glass and look at the screen. It's nonsense.
He's got a P900, but I don't see him filming the stars.
Okay. Interesting. I wonder he knows how to turn it on. You know. Anyway. Yeah.
So I mean, what do you think's going on? Flat Earth. I mean, this is crazy, right? Earth is flat. It was like the biggest revelation, and we come into it, and we had taught the AE map, and we have all these big channels that have, 80,000, 100,000 subscribers, and they're telling people that the AE model works.
Well, it has been disproven, and I think you did a great job on it as well with the moon.
Mm.
You know, but it is just not possible. I mean, logically, there's so many reasons wrong with it. So I think we can just rule it out. But your map actually kind of makes sense now. First, I had some issues with it because I wasn't getting that you were looking at a big view, micro view, you know, but then I looked at it again and I see, oh, actually it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of matching the rises and sets of the sun, which is observable as well.
Well, it gives the coordinates,
yes,
about north and south of the equator.
yes,
And the interesting thing is when you wrap that map on a globe, like in Blender, like a straight line, like the dead reckoning line, like if you were to go from this airport to this airport, when you wrap it on the globe, it becomes the great circle route that we see in Google Earth. So,
yeah,
I mean, I've been screaming this for a long time. We are in a simulation that was designed to have a ball Earth effect to it. It's obvious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Even though all the ancient civilizations, they knew it was flat.
Yeah.
It's just the foolishness of the people with the technology has made them slaves of the ball for some reason for the past several hundred years. But
so here's,
but we were there as well. You know, we fell for it. But you know, you realize it's flat, and then realize, as you say, from the observations how things are close, it just isn't possible for ball or for a map. You know,
mm-hmm.
you can't have clouds like that. You know, and sun rising through the clouds, and it's not only few people. It's many people. You know, on YouTube who go out there and are photographers. You know, they see it. You can see with your eyes. You know, so there's no curvature. So
I really appreciate you putting your face up on YouTube and talking about this, you know, like a man. We're talking man to man, right? And I've been screaming against the popular flat Earth channels, the ones that are promoting that AE model. You know, it doesn't work, and a lot of these people, they don't even go on camera, and they're promoting lies. And so I think that everything's coming to a head. Do you have a sense that like this whole thing's coming to a head soon?
Well, it seems to me that the work you have been doing with Ronnie, seems no one is even trying to debunk it, because it is so right on a spot that they can't debunk it. You know, the only thing they can do is ignore, but they won't be able to ignore it for long. You know, the people they will realize very soon that the A map, you know, it's so wrong. And I tell you another thing, that, you know, the A map has been placed into media for years, hidden in plain sight.
The UN logo.
Why would they
movies?
Hide it? Yeah. You know, why would they hide it there on the screen for the people to see?
So people fall for, like, you know, it's the false dichotomy.
Yeah. Because, you know, they believe these people used to watch TV, they stopped, which is a good thing, you know, because you get out of the brainwashing, you get out of the fear mongering, you know, and so on the negative news all the time, hoaxes, wars. You know, it's not right, and it's not healthy for anyone's mind at all.
No.
But then these people who now say the TV is all hoax and fraud, they will believe a map that was put there by those who create the media and TV. Hello, it was put there for a reason, to deceive you. You know, once you awake, to keep you asleep again.
Then you have these popular flat Earth channels that you know, do flash the 33s, the 66s. They do have Freemasons on. They do have all this logos, and then I mean, it's there, and then they say, well, it doesn't mean anything. I used to be that.
Did someone call out Freemason shills? I think I heard something and my ear was itchy.
How you doing, brother?
I'm pretty good. Just keeping things on schedule. So, I guess the topic of Freemasonry, Satanism, deism, nihilism, Jeranism, liarisms, Shill Stoppers. What baffles me is these guys that come out and try to say that they're true Christians. First off, I don't believe in religion at all, right? I don't subscribe to any church or any dogma. And I don't recommend that anyone else does. I've tried. I've gone to probably 50 different churches, and I still have never found one where it felt right the entire time. I think there's a reason for that. So to get back on topic, Ronnie from Bancroft style, why come out here on YouTube? This is the battleground for spiritual war. This is where people are spending their investigation and their seeking. Why come out here and say you're a Christian when you're clearly a Satanist? These people have vampires, blood, Masonic walls, Mason hammers. I just don't get it. Like, is it enjoyable for Satanists to dupe Christians? Is that what it is? Let's get your take on it, both guys here.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. Well, this is a simulation, and the creator of this world is the author of the scriptures. And it's a battle for this world, this simulation, and it's those for the truth and those for lies, deception, defrauding, cheating, stealing, you name it, what have you. Just do as thou wilt team against people that like a fair game, that like there to be some rules so that they can be treated fairly. They want to, whatever I work, I want to be able to keep it. I don't want to have to give it away. I don't need some government telling me what to do. If this was my world, it would just be a beautiful paradise, and I'd be chilling out back, picking fruit off the tree, and
And when you were done preparing your house and your food and taking care of your friends and family that were in the community, it's not a free ride. What you're describing here is where you just lie in a hammock and pick fruit for eternity. There's still work to be done.
You do what you want to do. I mean, it's a simulation, but look at how twisted this world has gotten because of the way Satan has been able to run it, and it's all based on lies and deception, which is what's gotten us here. So we're close to a big event, and it's going to boil down to, who's for the truth and who's for this lies, deception thing, and that's going to be the deciding factor. That's what the scriptures tell us.
You want to pull the chat up while you're screen sharing? Do you know how to split your window?
Yeah, I do. I just wanted to show this comment from Jaron real quick. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
I think this says it all. I mean, this is...
Might want to zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it nice.
You got the 3,000 inch, 300 millimeter screen.
So listen, here's a channel, 73,890 subscribers. This is on his video, why I am still an AE guy and why the square map is ridiculous. Which is on topic of what we've been talking about tonight. And so this is a direct comment to us, right? You and I,
yeah.
we're the square map guys. Direct comment. It says, interesting observation. Tons of comments from haters talking about how dumb I am, how much I am lying, and all their other baseless lies and accusations. what people are starting to notice is that all these guys still watching my videos. It isn't as if you watch 10 minutes or 30 minutes. You all seem to watch the entire thing, all of it. Who does that? If I find a liar on YouTube, I bounce. Why are you still here? Some people can see it and some cannot because they will not. That's on you. And yelling and... Oops, it got cut off. It got cut off. Come on.
Love the bell.
Yeah,
It was there. I've got it screenshotted. Now, one thing else I wanted to point out is that I had commented on this video. You can see here, this is from three days ago. Notice here I am, you and I, proponents of the square earth that we're back and forth against here. I've got no thumbs up, no thumbs down. And
Excuse me.
if you go in from a different account, okay, going in from a different account, I'm not on there at all. Okay, you can scroll through the whole 433 comments. And so I'm shadow banned. And I just curious, both of you guys have YouTube channels. Do you have the ability to shadow ban people?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yes.
You can hide users.
Hide comments.
Commenting.
Hide comments?
Yeah. And you can block the Gmail.
Yeah.
But then okay.
Well, the better question is
you will see your comment, but no one else will see it.
Is that how that works?
And the creator will also see your comment.
Okay.
It's like a glitch, and some trolls like Tim Osman, who is now some weird character that he goes by. He doesn't even have a name, but he knows how. So if you use your G+ account, you can comment and share videos with comments that other people can then read, and you can be blocked from it on your own video. So that is the ultimate of the trolling. But what basically you have to do is block the YouTube channel and the G+ account if you want to have someone not show up on your page. But they're shadow banning. But my question is, how do they shadow ban people that have never commented? That I don't know how to do. And they have done that. I've got witnesses who've told me.
Yeah, so Jaron says right in his comment that he is a liar, and that he expects that his 73,890 subscribers, most of them, even though he just said it right in the comment, they're just going to continue loving him.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, that's my point that I was saying, is that what are they doing this for? Why would somebody like Jaron, who is a complete satanic anti-Christian hater, why does he come off like, be kind to everyone, don't tell lies, be sweet and nice, and then ravaging putrid hatred on the inside? What is the point? What, like that? I just don't get it.
He has an agenda, so like all of us, we have the agenda for the truth, and he has the agenda for deceiving, so that's what is driving him, obviously. Nothing else.
Yeah, we got his agenda, and I don't believe it's for money. I believe it's for power and for mind control.
Yeah, I don't think money is in there, because I think he has so many Patreon accounts, and sponsor me and go and fund me, and
well,
I'm sure he has
here's the
plenty of
kicker.
money,
Here's the kicker. I don't think he even cares about Patreons. He is literally promoting and actually selling those donation sites. He's not hoping people pay him. He's working for them. Jaron is an employee of Bitcoin, Patreon, whatever. He's got 10 of them.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm sure he's trying to enrich himself as much as he possibly can, because that's what Satanists do. But at the same time, we're at a very, very key point in this world where the Satan's team has been in control of this simulation, and the scriptures, everything that the scriptures have said and says about the future, it's all coming true. It's all been true, and that's how you know that it's of the creator of this world. And so the scriptures let us know that we're coming up on a big event. We know that we have the Revelation 12 prophecy being fulfilled in September. And then there's the possibility for pre-tribulation rapture. And when you know that this world's a simulation, and then you look at the scriptures through that lens, through that filter, you can see that this is a corrupt system, a corrupt drive. It's completely infested with this satanic virus of people that will lie, cheat, steal, do all these other vulgar things. And, you know, it's as in the days of Noah. So we need the full reset. And you can tell clearly from the scriptures that those that are for the truth and call upon the Creator's name, Yahweh, Yahawashi, those people will be caught up from this world, placed in a new world. That's what the scriptures tell us, incorruptible, full of like upgrades, big time. And then the people that are left behind, they're going to be tormented in hell and destroyed.
Wiped clean. Well, and it's not just calling upon the name Yahweh and Yahawashi. It's more the understanding that the Creator, you know, walked among us and died for our sins. Because you get a lot of people with the semantics of words, which, mind you, if I tell you my name is Ronnie, I'm going to keep repeating this. My name is not Frank, right? It's Ronnie. His name is Yahweh, and his son is Yahawashi. And it's just incredible to see. We've got a bunch of questions coming in from the chat. Mm-hmm. I'm more of the scripturalist guy. Jason was raised the Jehovah's Witness guy, so he is quite the scripturalist too. I know Flat Earth Photography Mike here is warming up to the concepts. I haven't had too many long discussions with him. I'm not going to speak for him. But Jason, are there simulation realizations in the Bible?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right away in Genesis chapter 1.
You didn't go far there. Okay, sorry. That was quick.
The day and night was created before the sun and moon. Okay, so in the physical world that we've been taught, that doesn't make sense. In the simulation, the Creator created the effect where it goes from twilight to, you know, darkness, around to twilight to daylight. The light system, the lighting system in this world is what he created first, and then he added the sun, the moon, as features later on.
After the plants, which is another interesting feature. So that's a pretty good answer for that question. And then I could tell you multiple scriptures where it speaks of not to worship anything of this earth. The only way I could ever really understand that is if it's a fake simulation where we're just supposed to spiritually grow, not physically mature.
So I just want to throw a trump card on top of this real quick. What we've been talking about, Mike here of Flat Earth Photography, the three of us, we know that the AE model doesn't work. We know that we're in a simulation. So because we know that already, because we've gone the path through direct observation, through using our intelligence and, you know, cognitive abilities, and we know that we're in a simulation already, then we look at the scriptures through the filter of, you know, how does this look now, understanding that we're in a simulation. And honestly, I have not come across a single scripture where it doesn't make sense anymore. So the burden of proof for people is for them to find scriptures that being in a simulation doesn't make sense, because actually once we know that we're in a simulation and we look at the scriptures, then they become ultra clear. That's like the book of Thomas mentioned, that all of a sudden, you know, the light would you know, all the scriptural references, light gets brighter, the manna comes, it's a double portion. It becomes ridiculously obvious that yes, we're in a simulation. The scriptures are from the Creator. So we call ourselves Christians, but another way to define it is just being for the truth, because that is what Yahawashi, the Creator of this world, is all about. The truth, the truth, the truth.
Well, yeah, and did you want to add anything, Mike, before I just start running here with some words?
Yeah, I can give you actually a bell on that, as you're saying that the sun and the moon, they don't cause day and night.
Right.
Obviously not, because first off, if you are a photographer, a professional photographer, you must know how light works, and you must know that the sun isn't the only light source in the sky during the day. And we see light, for example, here in Ireland, I can see light during summer 2 hours, more than 2 hours after sun sets. Hello. And also the moon, is not up only during nighttime. So
great points.
Great points. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that try to say, I love the enthusiasm. I'm not trying to bash on anyone producing content, but just because you can see the sun and the moon in the sky at the same time does not prove a flat earth. Right. That's the interesting thing though, that I've been researching is the way that the two interact electrically wise. We got to change the words here. I don't know. There is a symbiotic relationship that Enoch speaks about where the moon gets its energy from the sun. And I don't believe it's through the light.
Well, if I can add to that, I made a few videos explaining that the sun and the moon, they do interact. What I mean by that is the phases of the moon are dictated by the position of each other in the sky, depending on the degrees. So when the sun and the moon are opposite of each other, 180 degrees, we have a full moon. If it's on the same degree, you have a new moon. And this is so accurate all the time. So you can predict it hundreds of years ahead or in back. So definitely,
I do have a little bit of a chime in there. I do believe that the position, the new moon, and when it's sighted, actually does have a variance. Same with the opposition of Jupiter and Regulus in the night sky. So these things actually aren't predictable. So there could be, at the end of the cycle of this moon, when it goes to new moon, it might last 2.5 days instead of it being. So the prediction says that the new moon should be spotted at midnight tonight. It doesn't show up until Friday. I don't know how this is explained, but I do know that there's a lot of Christians out there that want to debunk not being able to understand the time and the day and the hour of when the end is going to come, the great day. But that's because we can't really measure when that new moon will be seen. I didn't know if you guys want.
I was just listening to Enoch, and when he's listing the days of the month for the gates or something like that, he's saying like 31 days and 28 days, and then he would say in 31 days extraordinarily.
Extraordinarily. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so the extraordinarily appears to be the word that refers to the times when there's some variance as to how long, and it's interesting.
Extraordinarily.
It has to go by a sighting, and it can fluctuate some.
Well, that's because I still believe that we're rendering reality through our physical mental observations, right?
No. You ever think about that, Mike? The things that you think about are the things that tend to manifest?
all my life has been like this. So
Yeah, I was just going to
learned-
say it's like you knew the Earth was flat in kindergarten, like Eric Dubay and Math Powerland and Jaron, right? No, but you do know that when you don't want to be sick, you think about being healthy, and every kid in the world knows that it works.
yes, exactly.
Well, I don't
It
know
does
if
work,
everybody
you know.
does know.
Well, they've all done it.
Yeah, but so many people go to the drugstore and buy some sort of potion and think that's going to heal them. I
Well,
think people need to realize that it's got to start in here. You got to fix it in there first.
You can heal yourself overnight if you have fever, for example. Like to me, I haven't been sick for a long time now, but a few years back, I remember I had like 39 degrees temperature. I don't know which is in Fahrenheit, but it's quite high. And I was shaking, and so I was just thinking, I'm gonna be fine in the morning. When I fine in the morning, and by the morning I woke up, I wasn't sick anymore. So like,
Just go back to doing whatever you're doing.
Yes,
all right.
exactly. It's so easy. You can make yourself sick with your thoughts. You can make yourself healthy.
Mm.
So you manifest what you want, also in your life, the way you want to go. You want to be still in a slave job for all your life, it's gonna happen. If you're trying to avoid it, good things gonna happen to you.
Yeah, well, Finkelstein said, the Goyim, they want to work, so we give the Goyim to work, right? So, like Jaron said, if you don't know I'm a liar, then shit on you. Sorry, I'll stop with the bell. That's the truth, right? That's
it is what it is.
Oh, how did we end up here? Like, I thought that we would all just be looking for the truth.
Have we not?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, guys, before I told you I was going to go off topic. Was back on topic here. The word Christian and the word truth. So Christ-like Christian, to be a Yahawashian or a Nazarian, is to be a seeker of the truth. Now, it is redundantly expressed throughout all of the scriptures that the creator of the simulation rewards those who seek, those who search. So basically, anyone that is in the chat or listening to this in the future or in the past, I just want to let you know, if you're someone who has a thrive and a search for understanding what is real and what is truth, you are already a Christian. You are a Nazarian. And whether you want to come to the realization that all of the rendering has been recorded and documented for us, except for, the minor details or the micro details, you're already with us, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. When you know that you're in a simulation, you realize that absolutely everything that we've ever done, said, written, thought, everything has been recorded. There are absolutely no secrets whatsoever. And
it's like a live stream, right?
I've got things in my history that I'm not proud of. I've changed my ways and I've asked for forgiveness, and that's what you got to do. But then you also have to tell people what you've learned, and you have to share it with others.
Yeah, those are keys.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good to have the truth and sit on it and not share it with other people.
Oh no, and it's redundantly expressed again throughout the scriptures. A stronger warning to those that are in knowledge, that are in wisdom, that don't share it. It's like not a good thing. I wouldn't want to be one of those people.
I know. It's like taking a live hand grenade, pulling the pin out, handing it to a person and going, "Here's the truth, buddy. Just don't let go of it."
Yeah, I mean, throw it. We got a comment here. There was two good comments. Somebody was logging down that Eric Dubay and other people were showing up around our stuff that maybe their bosses are worried. Well, they should be worried. Me and Jason, we've been screaming this out from day one. If you're a liar, you should be worried, because what the three of us, I'd like to proudly say, have endless Dexic and Discpart Reality and everyone else that is a content creator. You're being used by the creator of this simulation, whether you like it or not. Especially, I know the three of us are, and it's just glorious. Like, I don't take any credit for any of my videos, for anything that I do. It is all of Yahawashi. It is all of the light and the truth and the way, right?
Well, yeah, Mike, you're a special guy, standing up against the popular flat Earth channels,
calling out Satanists.
Yes.
He was the first one.
He was the first one. My thanks to you so much.
Amen. Amen. Sorry,
someone has to share the truth, because I was always after truth, all my life, I hated being lied to.
Come on.
Sorry. Did you ever play video games or anything like that?
Yes, I have.
You ever play against cheaters, or like board games against cheaters or anything like that?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, see, I loved games. I used to play board games and video games like crazy. And I hate cheaters. I just want a fair game. I feel like I have a pretty...
Smack their faces.
Flat smack them back to Jaren and Fepe's closet. Oh, I missed the bell. Oh, that's a fill in the ... there. We got commenters saying that I blocked them. Yes, we are. This is our house. If you're going to come in here, like Jaren said, throwing shit at the screen, expect the ushers to ask you to go. If you come here speaking truth, heck, I'll throw the shit with you.
Yeah.
Part of my language.
I don't know, but I have nothing against Jaren, but
yeah,
he isn't a very bright guy, though,
No.
He's just, sorry, but how to say nicely, just so I don't say he's an idiot, or, I don't say that, but he's not really smart. He can hear. He's just grasping, trying to, I don't know. People can't see past that.
Well, yeah, on one level, he's very, very simple, but I think he is working from a higher level, an overstanding level of Satanism, where he's projecting that simplified image, and that he's actually encoding his lies at a higher level into that projected dumber persona.
He's overstanding the situations by knowing the outcome and then predetermining the lies. So he plays the dumb idiot character to suck people in, to think that he's actually just out here for the truth. But he already knows, like David Weiss knew, like, get this, Flat Earth Photography, Mike. David Weiss knew that from a distance away from 9/11, the Twin Towers, he knew that he was only able to see so far from the top down. He knew that perspective years before Flat Earth. So that if people can understand that, that's very deceptive, cognitively deceptive.
Yeah, well,
that is very interesting.
The thing is it seems like a Satan's team knows that we're in a simulation already. And to the Goyim, the big secret is don't let them know, because if they find out, they'll realize that we have equal rendering power, and then we'll come hunt down the Satanists and chase them and destroy them. So their big thing right now is it's a war for the mind, and they don't want the truth to come out. But you can see that right now, the dam is cracked. It's springing leaks everywhere, and I'm just ready to go into the final sequences. We know we know what the Bible says. We know what we're sort of looking for, and I think this is going to be really exciting. Like,
well, the sky's going to roll up, right? Earth is going to be shaken. The moon and the sun aren't going to give their light.
That's going to be spectacular. That might be August 21st, the eclipse.
The Great American Eclipse.
That's going to be fun filming that.
Yeah,
man. And you're not going to get it though, flat Earth photography.
Yeah,
No.
I've seen that. We only
I'm
see a
sorry.
little bit of it.
You're gonna have to come to this. You're gonna have to come visit the States.
Yes. Are you extending invitations?
Yeah,
You'll have to fly me over.
Let's get the Patreon going.
We're gonna have to crowdfund it. I'm on limited resources and have done what I can.
Yeah, I barely get any shekels. I get no shekels.
We should ask Jaron, actually, you know.
Where's the bell? I put the bell away because I was over it. Ding!
Yeah, Jaron, you are the most popular flat Earth photographer, hands down, bar none. And he should fly you over there because we all trust your work.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Jaron doesn't use his camera, so he should pay for somebody to come do it.
Well, we can bet him. We got to make it a bet for him to want to show up, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be a bet.
You need to make some bitcoins and, you know.
it's Ethereum coins now. It's not Bitcoin. Yeah, it's Ethereum.
That's the new scam.
Yeah, and get your tickets to the rocket show.
Are they going to actually do that? Is that going to...
I think so, brother.
Really?
I think this is a go. This is, well, you know, they might Photoshop it, but
that thing doesn't fly. It doesn't have an engine.
Yeah. So it's pretty funny to see what some of the followers have been, you know, producing. I've been getting called a Zionist. You know, it's funny to see these shills show up on other shill channels, but not on ours. I've never had a comment. Well, Mark Sargent's copy and pasted before his like, welcome to the flat Earth, even though, you know, he knew me 3 years ago, but that's okay.
Well, here's the thing that is really, I want them to come comment on my channel. They're not banned.
We lost Mike.
Yeah, they're not banned, so come comment, because I'm gonna wind up, give it to you real good.
Amen.
That's I'm talking about the truth. I'm like, I know we're standing on it right now because I can stand over any one of those shills comments, any one of them.
Yeah. I know it's not us though. It's the truth that does it.
It's the truth. Yeah. It's so empowering. And just wait until we get this spread around to everybody.
Worldwide.
So that brings me into my next idea.
Here, I'll take down the funny artwork here. Okay, let's move on.
All right,
take it away.
You know, the videos that we're producing right now are getting like mine get like 150 views.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely like blocked.
Yeah, I've got, you know, supposedly 3,600 subscribers. You got like 150 views. We're going dead head to head against the popular flat Earth channels and calling them out. I got 150 views. So
is this where you're going with it?
Nope.
The video will be ready, but are you going to this place with it?
No, this is another idea. I was just brainstorming today. How can we crack the lid on this? How can we break out? How can we get ourselves out to the whole world, whatever that is? And so my idea is we've got, these satanic characters like IPS, where everybody's giving him props for the billboard thing and the banner thing, right? He's supposedly this great flat earth activist, and I don't think he did either. So
No, he did.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm with you there.
So what I want to do is show the world what it looks like when it actually happens. So
Amen. I love that.
I called I've got some calls in. I'm going to find out how much it costs to actually fly a banner.
What are you going to put on it? I got to put you back on screen here. You got me smiling. Here, come again with that. Okay, here we go. You're in loud and clear.
We've got whatever he put up, like research flat earth, but then he added in some like Fepe garbage. So obviously if we're doing it, it's going to be, research flat earth, hashtag TEAMYAHAWASHI or something like that. And we're going to wake people up to the truth about the shape of this world, the fact that we're in a simulation, the whole 9 yards. We're going to show people what it actually looks like when somebody does something for real.
I love it. I love the idea. I love the hashtag. And if I have to, build a banner and run up and down the hills in Austin, I'll do it. You can film it. We can broadcast it live.
I'm gonna carve it into the side of mountains. I'm gonna
Mount TEAMYAHAWASHI instead of Rushmore. Let's get rid of those Masonic faces and put in a good one.
Yeah.
What an idea. So anyone in the chat, we have been talking to as many people as we can. We're always looking for professional film people, anyone who has any media skills or anything like that. Please get involved. Let us know. We're always looking for help. We got an upset dog. You get any dog treats?
No,
Down boy, good boy. I love the setup, brother, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. This standing.
I love the mic, the setup, the lights, I love the rafters. We've been joined by Flat Earth Photography. Don't like the bugs.
I went right in my eye.
They will be gone soon. Hey, Mike.
How's it going, brother? You might be muted still.
Yeah, a little up. Yep, we hear you.
Good. Sorry, got kicked out from the Wi-Fi. So.
Oh, that's okay. We've dealt with that. What do you think of Zoom?
It's cool, actually. Yeah, I like it.
It lets you do all interesting. It lets you annotate. You can basically draw things, highlight. I guess these are functions that someone like Jaron has taken advantage of, but we don't want to use these tools for satanic stuff, right? But there is so many advantages to it. I don't know how many chat questions we were getting here. Just booked my stuff to record the eclipse. Awesome. Did you David? Yeah, did you buy the glasses, the cardboard glasses, and the look away glass?
I am going to be staring right at that as hard as I can and recording all at the same time. I hate all that safety garbage stuff that's been promoted in this world. They've got
put your head in the box.
They've got helmets on everybody and
garbage bags.
Jason, you should actually wear something just for the eclipse because I have damaged my eye looking at the eclipse when I was younger.
Oh, I want to be damaged. That's for sure. I definitely want to be damaged.
Yeah.
I want out of here. I'm hoping that's the moment that I'm out of here.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. That'll be good timing.
Yeah.
One sec, guys. I'll be right back. I don't know how long we've been going here.
Beam me up, Scotty.
What's that?
Yeah. Are you? Go ahead. Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah.
I'm with you, brother. I hope you should join us. We got to get you down here because I plan on doing a bit of a, what do they call that? I guess beam. No, there was a name for it in Star Trek. The not the holodeck, the transporter room. I plan on transporting up, so I'm just letting people know, if you want to come, you better be with us.
It's like a retina scan while you're staring at the eclipse.
More like a magnet. I feel like my spirit is going to be magnetically pulled. I'll be right back. 1 second. I don't know how long we've been going for, but I do have tonight. When we're ready, we'll mute, and I am going to publish part 2 live on Beyond Flat Earth. This is the first ever live broads. Everyone here is going to help me click that publish button. We're going to wait till everyone in the chat says publish, and then we're all going to do it as a team Yahawashi. I'll be right back.
You had your eyes damaged by an eclipse?
Yeah, actually, I had like a little moon shape, and I'm not sure which one. I think it was the left eye. I had it there for like a few years, and I had actually a little bit issues with reading, not much, but my eye got used to it. But I would see a moon, slides of the moon on the letters when I was writing. I was very young. I was 10 years old, maybe. So, yeah.
See, I find it interesting because we're in a simulation. So, at first when I was filming with the P900, I was worried that, with the light coming through the camera, that it was going to be, because I was filming the sun, that it was going to be too much and it was going to burn up the camera and stuff like that. And then I realized I'm in a simulation. This is just light. I'm just recording light. So I sort of like broke the programming of what they were trying to tell us would happen as far as being able to burn, the sensor in your camera and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that doesn't happen.
I've done other things where I've sort of broken the program a little bit. Out in the winter, here in Austin, the lakes don't freeze, but the water will get down to, maybe like 45, 50 degrees at the worst. And so every once in a while, we'll have a day like in January or February, where it'll be like 85 degrees and sunny. And so I went out to the lake, and the water was just freezing cold, but I knew it was in a simulation already. And I was thinking to myself, well, since I'm in a simulation, thermia and all that kind of stuff, I just wanted to test it out. So got in the water and got myself, all the way in, and I was able to just like sit in there for like 3 hours, and body was like totally numb but tranquil. It didn't hurt. I felt removed from the body, and it was actually a super fun, pleasant experience that I'd enjoy doing again. So it's sort of fun doing little experimenting things like that. Once you know that you're in a simulation, sort of testing the boundaries, what you can get away with.
Yeah, exactly. Like this guy from Netherlands, or I don't know, who is running naked in mountains and that,
Yeah,
so.
I've seen that guy. Well, and I actually filmed and have the footage. I was shivering a bit, but I stood outside in bare feet with rubber sandals on for 30 minutes filming the sunset in minus 35 degree weather last year. So
was it Celsius or?
I had to take the sandals off and stand directly in the snow and ice.
He's Celsius in Canada.
Celsius. That's 40
I
below.
I was the same with some friends when I was like 16, 17. We went for, to some mountains, to some friends to ski. And we went outside. It was 2 a.m. All of us naked, And we were having a bath in the little river there, but it was minus 30.
Yeah, it was skinny dipping in the middle of winter.
And we had even, because the snow was frozen on the top, so we had scratches on the feet and the legs in the morning,
Yeah, it'll cut you up. It's like
Yeah.
hardening.
Oh yeah, exactly, like a razor, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But no one will see or anything, you know.
I was just cold. If anything, I was getting yelled at by my mother. Well, are you stupid? What's wrong with you? I said, I know I'm in a simulation. She said, you're crazy. And I said, you know it. Well, you know, it's incredible to see women have an uncanny ability to understand a lot of things in this, you know, simulation. They just they outwardly hide it. They, you know, they negate it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see if I could stand in like 130 or 40 degree heat.
Well, you're gonna get a chance to feel pretty good heat when you come visit. We're getting into our warm days.
Yeah, check out America. You know,
Check
seeing
out
how
America.
I'm not from America, according to Jaron. Sorry.
Well, I don't know. How does this feel for a comfortable stopping point?
Well, I'm going to publish that video live.
Yeah. So
go
into that, and I can't wait to see it.
I want everybody. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Mike. You're a blessing. You are a wonderful guy. You've always been a wonderful guy, and I'm really thankful to know you.
It was a pleasure to meet you guys. You know.
Yeah. Thanks for standing up for the truth, man. That ranks #1 with me.
You get a ring for that.
Absolutely.
Thank you. You empowered us because we knew there was someone else out there that seen what we had seen and wasn't afraid to say it. You're awesome. And thanks to everyone in the chat too. I'm not going to hit publish. Oh, go ahead.
I hope it starts a flood of people doing the same thing. You know, putting up content that is about the truth with their faces, like your background, what's your name, what's your life story, like share your experience with us. And you know, all of us that are for the truth, we should be a real community. Like that is something to have in common.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, and those that are out here proclaiming that they're hiding because of, you know, fear porn, they have everything tapped, recorded. So, you know, if you think you're out here, I'm going to take down the New World Order because they're never going to see what's behind my mask. Like, you need to wake up. Okay? So
that's silliness, seriously.
You know, that was like 4 years ago. We had the hoaxing community. They had to be an anonymous because if you're out here exposing the New World Order, they can't know who you are. I'm like, don't you think they own the TV and the YouTube that you're on? So, but I'm not going to hit publish because I want everybody here to be involved in this absolutely fey satanic flat smackdown. As we all hit publish together, we are about to just drop a boom. Anyone who denies the name Yahawashi, anyone who denies that they're in a simulation, anyone that wants to try and deny the truth, we all need to stand together and just flat smack them out of existence.
Game over.
So should we do it? I don't see anybody in the chat really saying hit publish. I know they're on a 30-second delay.
Yeah.
Could you sing and dance for us, Jason, please?
Yes.
I was in a heavy metal band and my nan said, you know, you got to stop, Ronnie, and do a tap in between. She always loved tap dance. I'm like, we can't play like, and then I can start like, do it like, sorry, everybody, but you know, I will tap dance if I'm asked.
Oh, you know, I've had people in the comments, they come in and they'll say something like, do you have no shame? I'm like, yes, I have no shame whatsoever. I have no shame whatsoever.
Okay, we got some publishes, guys. I want to see just like 5 more because this is one thing that I'm really thankful that we can all do this. Because if you're not a content creator, this is what Jason. What's the best part
of being a content creator?
Yes. Of the creation part.
I don't know. I like the designing, the building, like all of it. Like,
come on, it's hitting publish. It's clicking that publish button. I
went down into a different.
You're talking about the creation.
Yes, I went a little too deep. I'm sorry. Yes, hitting publish. That's the most important part. Hitting publish. You can build anything that you want. If you don't hit publish, come on.
And that's the manifestation of the creation. You have to be looking for that publish button, and you get it. So I do.
Did you find it?
I'll fall down the sink if I tap dance too hard. Nice one, Listexic. All right, guys. If you guys hit mute, you can hang on if you want to go beyond after show.
Yeah,
Mike.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, we got enough publishes, so I'm gonna set this up. Thank you, everyone. We love you.
Thanks, guys.
Peace, brother. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna mute too. Let's do this live. Your true realization nation.
Your defense. Points to come. Concentrate, focus, power. Remember balance. Make good fight.
Warning for running out of the ring. Once more, toss your point.
What's going on, guys? After years of researching, if there's one thing you're not going to get from this channel, intelligent, well-spoken, flat earth, if there's one thing you're not going to get from this channel, because believe me, one thing you're not going to get, Crusaders for Truth.
Tuned into the one and only Shill Stoppers.
Tuned into the one and only Shill Stoppers.
Don't get me wrong. You should maintain a level of awareness and prudence, especially if you're not an operative or an insider. I haven't been given the green light from any lodge or synagogue. I have nothing to save my ass when black suits and badges come asking questions. It's fear porn.
It's fear porn.
My last name isn't.
It's fear porn.
It's fear porn. Handshakes. So that's one reason why I choose to remain a voice. I don't want to endanger my family. It's fear porn.
It's fear porn.
I'm serious. I'm not playing games. I'm going to go as far as God will let me. The creator of all things. Yahawashi. Anybody familiar with that camp? The Yahawashi camp? They only seem tailor-fitted to make Jaren and IPS look great. Let's see if I can boil it down to the archetypal essence, I should say.
Shill Stoppers, that's a channel I want to watch, because I'm sure he's called out so many shills that are now no longer, thank goodness we called them all out.
Yeah, Shill Stoppers, that's a channel I want to watch. Shill Stoppers, that's a channel I want to watch.
What exactly it is that they're so disappointed in.
Jaren and IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, Crusaders for Truth versus the religious cult of Yahawashi. If this isn't staged, then it's just playing out perfectly to make those two shine bright. Here's my take on Jaren. Take it or leave it. If he's your daddy, stop the vid. Watch something else. Okay, Jaren comes off as innocent, intelligent, well-spoken, and I'll give him credit for all of that but one. He's not innocent. Jaren is in it for the money. That's obvious. He's got multiple streams of income. Flat Earth is one of them. Don't get fooled by his boyish voice, his inflections. Jack's innocence extremely well, but it's a mask. You don't have to believe me, that's fine, but it's a mask. He's a wannabe warlock, witch, dark magician, whatever you want to call it. He hates God. That's why this Yoshi cult is there. The Yoshi cult is a straw man of us, the God believers. And Jaren and IBS are beating it like a peep. If it's not staged, they're gonna cash in on it. You know what was the #1 red flag for the Yoshi cult? When I heard that if you don't call God Yoshi, this name I've never heard before, if you don't worship Yoshi, you're going to hell. That's a sure sign of enlightenment, huh? See, I got a problem with that because throughout time, names have always been descriptive because names are words, people. Like
Shill Stoppers.
So what is the true name of God? It's not Billy, is it? The true name of God to me is Yahawashi. Oh, yeah.
So let me get this straight, Mr. SS, Mr. Shill Stoppers. You're telling me that you have to remain anonymous to protect yourself and your family? I don't mean to overstand you in this moment, but I will. Because guess what, friend? Guess what, buddy? People that you are supposedly fighting against know who you are. Just because you don't believe they can manipulate the weather doesn't mean they have every phone and every camera and every speaker around you tapped. What a joke. This is, I have to apologize. I have to apologize to my subscribers, to my friends, and to my family. This is a surely embarrassing moment. I have never seen such a sad, pathetic excuse for a COINTEL agent such as the Shill Stoppers. It's not even that you call the name of the creator Yoshi or mock him. It's that you're out here proclaiming to be the true followers of God while you promote Satan. Look at these graphics you got here. Your mask, your flames, your devils. Who are we kidding here? Who are you trying to fool? Trying to fool me? Are you trying to fool my subscribers? And let me get this straight. You think the true Paleo-Hebrew phonetically spelled creator's name, Yahawashi, is set up for Jaren, Campanella, and IPS to somehow slay? Oh, you know what, Shill Stoppers? You are the guy lifting up Jaren and IPS off the ground and telling them, good job. You really got knocked out good there. Good job. The way you hit the ground, that was all right. You are a sick, pathetic Satanist. So we almost seem tailor-fit to make Jarenism and IPS look great.
Yes, look great.
I don't know who you're trying to sell that to.
Let's see if I can boil it down to the archetypal.
So let's boil it down
essence.
to the archetypal essence. And you know, the truth is stranger than fiction. And to be completely frank with you, I think you're a sad excuse for a liar. You got the same Patreons and style is your old pal Jerry. You are fake, controlled Christian opposition.
You're now tuned into the one and only
Shill Stoppers.
Shill Stoppers. You're now tuned into the one and only
Shill Stoppers.
Shill Stoppers.
Watch something else. Okay, Jaren comes off as innocent, intelligent, well-spoken, and I'll give him credit for all of that but one.
Red flag. Jaren does not come off as innocent, well-spoken, slimy snake oil salesman, just as satanic as you. Let's keep this going.
Don't get fooled by his boyish voice. His inflections project innocence extremely well.
I am not fooled by his boyish projections, and his inflections, well, they make me sick. Just like your satanic stupidity. You make Christians sick. You make me sick. You know, at this part of the video, I'm really starting to wonder how people believe that you're actually against Jaren. It almost sounds like you're him or you're in love with him. And, you know.
He's a wannabe warlock, witch, dark magician, whatever you want to call it. He hates God. That's why this Yoshi cult is there.
Wannabe witch. Jaren is just a wannabe. And if you didn't truly hate God, you would have done the research and realized that the letter J wasn't invented until after the 1600s. The original name of the creator was Yahawashi. Okay, he exists. You can find it in the Paleo-Hebrew texts over 7,000 times, big boy. And get this, Joshua, the son of Nun, that actually delivered the Israelites into the promised land of milk and honey, supposed Christian you are, Joshua means Yahawashi. So get that in your big blue brain. You're no bully. You're no shill stopper. You couldn't stop a stop sign. You are a joke. You are a failed, pathetic, Mossad, COINTEL, fake, satanic, wimp, bully, hide-your-face coward. You mean nothing. You don't even show your face, buddy. You put a voice mask over your voice. The truth is stranger than fiction. You are not relevant. You hide. You can't be out here proclaiming truth and hide your face like you're, ooh, I'm scared. I've given up everything in my life. I am not afraid. Where have you gone? What have you done? How long have you been here, Mr. Shill Stoppers? Where's your flat earth proofs? How many years have you been researching curvature and cartography and working to network true Christians and find people that are truly seeking? You've done nothing. You are pathetic. And this video is flat smacking you back to Fei Pei and Jeremy's satanic closet. They can come out here and try to pretend that you're something that you're not.
Shill Stoppers. That's a channel I want to watch because I'm sure he's called out so many shills that are now no longer. Thank goodness we called them all out.
One. Oh, where's the wheel? Where's the wheel? Oh my God! Oh!
And what, you think waving a red flag? You know, the very fact that you picked on an autistic person, you brought an autistic person into this? Pathetic. Autistic people have more morals and more in the kingdom of heaven than you'll ever have. You're going to pay for that, big boy. And every word you shill stutter, Yahawashi will be there every moment.
The Yoshi cult is a straw man of us, the God believers. And Jaren and IBS are beating it like a piñata. If it's not
You're calling yourself a God believer and you don't even research his true name? You call him Yoshi? You are a pathetic.
Jaren and IBS are beating it like a piñata.
I mean, you're picking them up off the ground like a broken piñata. We already destroyed their Jesuit Knights of Columbia scam fake rockets, buddy. Who are you? You're just out here. Your job. Oh, this is so rich. Oh boy, I wonder what they think of you in the club that you're in, buddy. I don't know. Listen here. We are going to be here long after your shill, stuttering being is sent in. Hell. You can't lie to me. I see through your games, buddy. Some other people out here that you're poisoning might not, but I see right through you. You're nothing but a coward. Did you think you were just going to show up into the scene and no one would actually call you out? Is that why you're putting in this video? You'll never see my face. I'm so scared for my family. I'm so afraid. Come on, man. Quit the shit. You know the technology they have. You're purposely hiding because you're not relevant. You're an irrelevant agent. Anyone can see that all you're doing here is trying to prop up Jaren and IPS. So when you type into the online Shill Stoppers or Jaren is a shill, you're going to get this stupid video where you're saying his voice inflections are sweet and soft. And it's time he comes out of the satanic closet. Well, guess what, friend? There's going to be a video beside your name and a video beside his name, and it's going to say Satanic Shill Exposed and Stopped. Shill Stoppers is stopped. You got that? And I think we should get into the real meat and potatoes of the situation.
Second grade, when the teacher would make us all sit in a circle and read parts of a storybook. We all take a paragraph each, and now it's ODD's turn.
When you put out your video, Shill stopping ODD, a known convicted rapist, right? You took it down. And I commented on your thread, and you said YouTube edited that out of your video. You are busted. Content creators know YouTube can't edit videos. YouTube doesn't have the right to edit my video. You lied. You're a shill. And that's why you're making this video, because you're trying to prop up Jaren, because your team is pathetic. You guys are getting destroyed. You guys don't even have a team anymore. They're dead. They've been stomped. You have been stomped. You got that? You want to keep spreading your lies? We're going to be here every step of the way, buddy. And I'm no keyboard warrior. I show my face. My name is Ronnie James Harris. I serve the one true creator God. Unlike you wouldn't be out here putting handicapped people in your video trying to make fun of the name of the creator. Are you joking? You wouldn't be lying about editing videos. YouTube doesn't edit videos, you piece of shit.
Well-spoken, innocent, intelligent, flat earth. If there's one thing you're not going to get from this channel, Crusaders for Truth. Because believe me.
Now I'm going to make this really simple and clear to you, Shill Stutters and Liarism, because obviously you're not going to do the research. Proto-Hebrew was unambiguous. The language had a single vowel, ah. Watch this. Sanskrit vocalizes each consonant with a ah, without specifically marking that sound. So now, when you read the Bible and understand the YHWH, you simply know that you add the ah sound between each consonant. Yahweh. Yahweh. That's the Most High's name in ancient Hebrew. God said moreover unto Moses, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, The Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abram, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, hath sent me unto you. This is my name forever. And this is my memorial unto all generations. Let's take a closer look at that word capitalized in yellow, Lord, in ancient Hebrew. Exodus 3:15. And God said, Moreover unto Moses, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, The Lord. Notice the word Lord in all caps, written in yellow. The Hebrew is Yahweh. Lord God. Stop. Once again, the word Lord in all capitals throughout the entire Bible means Yahweh. It says Yahweh, God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob hath sent me unto you. So now, let's go back, because long before Moses, the name Yahweh is found in our scriptures. Genesis 4:25. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth. For God said, She hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. What does that word Lord say in the Hebrew? Yahweh. So men have been calling upon the name of Yahweh since the time of Adam and Eve. So now let's get one more witness. Let's go to Genesis 12:8. And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west, and Hai on the east. And there he builded an altar unto the Lord, and called upon the name of the Lord. Hebrew says, Waya Kora'ah Basham Yahweh. Okay, one more witness. Watch this. Genesis 15:2. And Abram said, Lord God, what wilt thou give me, seeing I go childless? And the steward of my house is this Eliezer of Damascus. Genesis 15:7. And he said unto him, I am the Lord that brought thee out of Ur. I am the Lord. I am the Lord that brought thee out of Ur of the Chaldees. Again, what does that say in Hebrew? Again, what does that say in Hebrew? Waya Amar al Yahweh on Yahweh. I am Yahweh. Anyone who denies the name Yahweh, I'd like you to ask him this one question. What is the Hebrew pronunciation of the word Judah? Yehowadah. To bear witness of the name Yahweh, I go to Genesis 29:35. And she conceived again, and bare a son. And she said, Now will I praise the Lord. Now in Hebrew, Papa'im Awadah Oth Yahweh. Therefore she called his name Judah, and left bearing. Alkan Kora'ah Shamwa Yahawadah. That's Judah, Yahawadah. Notice again that the word Lord, capitalized, highlighted in yellow, is Yahweh. It's just so simple, ladies and gentlemen, truth seekers and such. All you have to do is a small bit of research and you can find out the Hebrew YHWH is the verb hawa, meaning to exist, with the prefix Y meaning he. Therefore, the word YHWH means he exists. So now we take a look at the sound I, which is also known today as ayin in the Hebrew. So now this sets up the last name that we need to discuss. Clean out your ears, stop stuttering, shills and liarisms, and pay attention. We've just established the name Yahweh is the Most High. Now we will find the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. The name is Yahawashi. Abagada hawaza katayaka lamanasa aipataza karashatha. So now, trying to understand the name of the only begotten Son, we look to Acts 7:44. Our fathers had the tabernacle of witness in the wilderness, as he had appointed, speaking unto Moses that he should make it according to the fashion that he had seen. Now, we look at Acts 7:45, which also our fathers that came after brought in with Jesus into possession of the Gentiles, whom God drave out before the face of our fathers unto the days of David. So we know that the one we call Jesus wasn't in Acts with Moses in the wilderness. So what are they talking about with Jesus? What they're really meaning is the name Joshua. Joshua and Jesus are the same name. Jesus is just the Greek transliteration of the name Joshua. Joshua was the leader after Moses passed on. Joshua was the one who delivered the people into the land of milk and honey, into the promised land. These are the names of the men which Moses sent to spy out the land, and Moses called Hoshea, the son of Nun, Jehoshua. Now we know there's no G or O or U sound in the ancient Hebrew, so what does that name Jehoshua mean? Who's this Hoshea? Let's look it up. Oh, here it is. The name Hoshea. Hosea or Hoshea or Oshea equals salvation. Family name of Joshua, the son of Nun. Let's look up the name Oshea in the lexicon. It's number 1954. Here it is. Yahawashi. Yahawashi. Now let's look at Numbers 13:16 again. These are the names of the men which Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hoshea, the son of Nun, Jehoshua. Let's look at what that is in Hebrew. Yahawashi. This is the same verse below in Hebrew. Look at the yellow. The name Hoshea, which is Yahawashi, was changed to the name Yahawashi. The name of the Savior is Yahawashi. Thus, similarly, like we added Yah to Hawa, we add the Yah to the word Yahawashi, which means he is salvation. Look here once more, Zechariah 3:8. Hear now, O Joshua the high priest, thou and thy followers that sit before thee, for they are men wandered at. For behold, I will bring forth my servant the branch. The name Yahawashi was also referenced to the high priest. The high priest was the one who offered up sacrifice for our sins. And that is why Yahawashi offered up his life to deliver us from our sins.
Okay. Nigga. Okay. Nigga. Watch me flip that. Drip. Okay. Nigga. Watch me flip that. Yeah. Okay.